Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are making smothered chicken. Here are some of the seasonings I'm using: kosher salt, black pepper, onion and garlic powder, and seasoned salt, along with homemade herb roasted chicken stock. We're also going to need fresh herbs like rosemary, thyme, and sage, fresh yellow onion, green bell pepper, and garlic. Now here, as you can see, we're using bone-in and skin-on chicken thighs. This is my favorite cut to use for almost anything, but for smothered chicken, you can use any cut of chicken you want. I really suggest using bone in because it's gonna have so much flavor, y'all. So much flavor. What else? Now, how you prepare your chicken is up to you. I like to wash my chicken with citrus, meaning like a cut lemon or lime, vinegar, or kosher salt. I normally just pour vinegar in a bowl and let it sit for like 25-30 minutes and then give everything a good rinse. I also like to trim off the excess fat and excess skin. As you can see, I didn't trim off too much fat because you want that to stay on. Of course, that's going to have a lot of flavor. Now, what seasonings you use is up to you. I can't really give a measurement. As you see, I just like to cover the surface area of the chicken with every seasoning, including the salts, and go from there. Yes, that was my face. I'm trying to get my little studio together, y'all. So I didn't know if it was really recording. I had to double check, make sure. But we're going to get it together. But yeah, go ahead and season the chicken up. As you can see soon, I'm going to go ahead and massage the seasonings in. At this point, if you want, you can add a little bit of oil to it to help the seasonings blend a bit more. It's not really necessary though. But all right, go ahead and massage everything in, and then we will be back for the next step, y'all. All right, so here's my mise en place setup. To your left, we have the onions and peppers cut up. Then we have sage right here. In this bowl, I have thyme, rosemary, minced garlic. Flour is in that bag. And then this is homemade roasted herb chicken stock. That's bacon fat. We got butter. And then garlic powder, pepper, cayenne pepper, and onion powder. Okay, I think I like this angle a little better. All right, so welcome back. We are about to sear our chicken off. I have my pan heating up on a medium high right now. I'm going to add in some bacon fat. Hopefully y'all can see. Yes. Ignore the mess in the background, please. Don't know if it's gonna be enough. Oh, and you know what? I should probably real quick dry these chicken thighs off. I want to get a good sear on them, and I'm not using flour, so I want them to be as dry as possible. I know that's like way too many paper towels, but it's all good. I'm also going to add some vegetable oil to this pan. I don't know why the bottom is smoking up like that, but we're gonna go with it because I don't have time. We're not gonna worry about why the veggie oil is in here. We're just not. Okay. Alright, we're gonna let that do its thing. Wow. What is happening? Alright, we're good, whatever. Alright, let that do its thing while we go ahead and dry them off. And they're really not like wet or anything. I just want them to be as dry as possible. Now I'm using, as I said before, bone in. It smells so good. Bone in, skin on. I want all the flavor. My pan's getting the smoking. So I'm gonna go ahead and, well, I'm gonna let it smoke for a little bit so I can get all these dry. And then wash my hands so I don't have to keep going back and forth. And yeah. There's so many ways to make smothered chicken. This is just one of the many, many ways. Alright, we're gonna edit that out, and I'm gonna hit a side. I'm gonna edit that out too. I'm gonna go ahead and wash my hands. Well, really, I'm just gonna rinse them. So I'm using my hands to put that chicken in. Alright. So I'm gonna swirl it around. And actually, it might be a bit too much oil, so I'm going to take... There are plenty of ways you can get excess oil out of the pan. This is what I'm doing. Don't do what I say, please. But I'm just going to go in. I'm going to use tongs, actually. As you can see, the oil is very, very hot. Get some excess oil out. Okay, I'm gonna throw that in my little side trash can right here. And I'll go ahead and use this to put the chicken in so I don't have to wash my hands again. Okay. And I only have, what is this, 6 pieces of chicken. So I'm gonna see if I can get them all in here, but if not, no stress. You don't want to overcrowd your pan because you don't want them to sweat. You want them to sear, but at the same time, squeeze off it. So we're good. Now we're going to sear these about 1 to 2 minutes per side. We just want a nice golden brown crust. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to come back and show you all the next step. Alright, welcome back, y'all. Chicken is what I want it to be, so I'm going to turn it. Alright, I'm going to let that go for about 1 more minute, and we'll be right back. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and remove our chicken. Set that aside. And all this fat, oil, liquid at the pan, or at the bottom of the pan, we're going to keep that. That's all flavor. We're going to set our chicken. We'll be back there for now. I'm going to turn my pan down just a touch. I don't want to burn my veggies. And we're going to get a different utensil. I'm going to use this for now. Alright, I'll come back when this pan calms down a little bit. Okay, I don't have the patience, y'all. So we're going to go ahead and add the veggies back in. Just be careful. Hey, baby. That's how you can talk. Just don't say it. Too hard. Alright. Ideally, use something better than this little Betty Crocker spatula. But she works. Alright, and just let these go for like 3 minutes so they sweat down and get a little translucent. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back, y'all. So our veggies have sweated down enough for my liking. So now we're going to season it up a bit. Now, nothing's going on in the back, my friends. Just pay attention over here. Are you okay? Okay. Now, as y'all are about to see, I'm not using salt at this step. I want you to season every layer of your food, but you don't always have to add salt. You may have to sometimes, but not today. What she said. I'm gonna add a touch of cayenne because we like it a little spicy over here. Your mom don't like spicy like that, though.
Put that in there.
You ain't got the collard greens, huh?
Oh, that's what. See, that's what I call it. I forgot.
I forgot to.
No, apologies.
That's a sign.
Next time.
But I really want to do some spinach like that place did.
Girl, that's good.
I want some black pepper.
That's on some ramen.
Thumbs up if y'all want a spinach video. Listen, I never had spinach like that before. It was amazing. I normally hate it because you get 10 pounds and it cooked down to like one bowl. All right, y'all. So that was pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and some cayenne. And now I'm gonna add in garlic. Like a teaspoon or so. Now we're about to make a roux, but if y'all can see, it's getting a little dry in here. So I'm gonna add some butter. We don't need all this. Add like 2 tablespoons of butter, y'all. 1, 2, or something like that. What they say to the ancestors, say stop, child. All that. Okay. Maybe 2. Alright, once the butter melts, I'm gonna come back and we're gonna make that roux. Sorry, y'all. That cupcake was so good. I'm over here cooking this spatula. Okay. I don't feel like washing the little thing, but I'm just gonna add that in. Stir. That's about enough for me.
Baby, what's your purse?
Bedroom? Oh no, on the door. Sorry. You see it? You're welcome. Alright, now while we're waiting for this to come back up to a little boil, I'm gonna season it. Well, first, I'm gonna taste it because this stock that I made is a very concentrated stock. It also has sage, thyme, and rosemary, which normally aren't in my chicken stocks. I made this specifically for the smothered chicken. And I also seasoned it, so let's see. Oh, wow. So yeah, it definitely needs to be seasoned. All right, so I'm gonna get some kosher salt in there. About a teaspoon. Bless you. Eyeball it, and I'm going to throw in some garlic powder. A spoon? What size?
Small. Okay. Why are you laughing?
Because she's so cute. Was that garlic or onion?
Can you have me those Kamada olives? Leave me alone. Thanks. I eat them with a spoon.
Please leave. Onion powder. She just messed me all the way up because I know I just put a powder in there. So we're gonna re-add both powders. That's cool. And then a secret weapon that's not so secret. Baby.
Don't tell them the secret.
Too late. Now we have to kill them?
No.
Oh no. Alright. Some chicken bouillon, but not too much because this is nice and salty. I'm gonna start off with about that much. And my chicken is very well seasoned, so some of that is gonna come off into the gravy, of course.
Baby, I'm gonna make a shirt that says "Do you sazon?"
Well, do you?
That's the question I would never answer. But I must know something about it. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Alright. I'm gonna add some hot water in. With some of the bouillon. Stir that. Alright, so once this comes up to a boil, I'm gonna add the chicken and we'll be right back. Alright, so the butter is melted. I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle some flour on. That was like a tablespoon. And we're gonna cook it for about a minute or so. You wanna cook that flour taste out. And get all the lumps out. She's so cute, y'all. That's my boo in the background. Y'all can see her. We already seen her on my shorts and all that. Okay, so I'm gonna add I'll be right back actually. It's gonna be easier to do it. Alright, welcome back. So I'm gonna go ahead and add chicken back. Someone wanted to get a little sample. Oops. That's why there's no skin. But yeah, I'm gonna add our chicken back. It may look a little thin now, but trust me, it's gonna thicken up. Because these are gonna simmer in here for a good 45 minutes or so. Right. Okay, I'm gonna pour all those juices back in. Blood and coated, that's cool. Oh, before I forget, I'm gonna go ahead and add some rosemary right up in there. And thyme flavor. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and cover it and let it do its thing. We'll be back in a few. Alright, this is how our chicken is looking. We are almost done. So I'm going to let this go a little bit longer while we work on our rice. Alright, be back, y'all. Well, I'll be back with the finished product.